It is a beautiful afternoon for baseball in New York City as we welcome you to Citi Field. The New York Mets taking on the San Diego Padres in Game 2 of the National League Wild Card Series. Last night, the Mets were able to defeat the Padres 3-2. And if the Mets win here today, they will move on to the next round. If they do not, then we go to Game 3 tomorrow. Swing and a miss by Fernando Tatis Jr. Strike one. One out here in the first. This is hit foul by Tatis Jr. He connects, sends it to center, but it's caught for the second out. Manny Machado now batting for San Diego, number 13. And this one is going to go high and far and out of the park. Home run for San Diego here in the first. 1-0. The Padres take the lead over the Mets. And Eric Hosmer now batting for San Diego. Swing and a miss at a 100-mile-per-hour fastball that is a little bit high and definitely outside. 0-1. Connects on this one. Sends it to left, but this will be caught for out number 3 as we go to the bottom of the first. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. San Diego with a 1-0 lead here over New York. Nemo leading off for the Mets. LeMay on the mound for the Padres. 101-mile-per-hour fastball to start things off for strike one. Nemo connects here. Nola, the catcher, goes behind home plate, but it goes to the stands. Foul ball, strike two. Nemo connects here. Cronenworth to first for the first out. Conforto now batting for New York. Connects here. Cronenworth will scoop it up again and throw to first for out number 2. Davis now at the plate for New York. And this is caught as well to take us to the top of the second. Still 1-0. The Padres with the lead over the Mets. Tommy Pham will lead things off here in the top of the second for the Padres. Here's the pitch from DeGrom, swing and a miss at an outside slider, 91 miles per hour. Strike one here for Pham. Swing and a miss, strike two. The 0-2 pitch. He connects right to the pitcher. Easy throw to first for out number 1. Myers now batting for San Diego. Connects here. Is it going to bounce? No, it's not. Out number 2 here in the top of the second to bring up Jake Cronenworth. Connects. Caught. To take us to the bottom of the second of 5 here today at Citi Field. Still 1-0 for the Padres. The Mets trying to get back into it. And starting off the inning for the home team will be Smith. Connects with the first pitch right to LeMay. There's out number 1, just like that. Pete Alonso, the home run derby winner, now at the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 2, inside. Will he swing at this? Yes, he will. LeMay to first for the second out. McNeil now batting. Will he swing at this? No, he won't. And that's a walk. Connects here. And this will bounce. And now runners on first and third for the Mets. Oh, wait a minute here. Trying to go for 2. Got it. Runners on second and third now for New York. Nito now batting for the Mets. 0-2 pitch. He connects. LeMay to first once again to take us to the top of the third. Still 1-0 for the Padres. as they look to take it to Game 3 for Sunday. Let's see if they are able to, as Austin Nola steps up to the plate to lead things off for San Diego. Connects here. Catch is made for out number 1. LeMay, the pitcher, now batting for the Padres. Swing and a miss, strike 1, 92 mile per hour slider. Swing and a miss once again. A late swing, 0-2. 0-2 pitch. And that is out number 2. 2 outs. Trent Grisham, the leadoff, back at the plate, but he will not stay there for long. This is thrown to first to take us to the bottom of the third. The Mets still trying to get back into it. Jacob deGrom, the pitcher, will lead off the bottom of the inning. Of course, this is the National League, which means no designated hitters. Foul ball, strike 1. Connects, and this is going to bounce. Cronenworth unable to make the catch. Myers to second, and a runner on first now for the Mets. Brandon Nimmo, 0 for 1 today. Now Cronenworth to first, looking for a double play. Yes! 2 outs. Here at the bottom of the third, Michael Conforto now batting for New York. There's strike 1. Swing and a miss. That ball's a little bit high. 0-2 pitch. He connects this time. Cronenworth with the catch to send us to the top of the fourth. Still a 1-0 lead for the Padres. Again, if they win here today, it's tied up 1-1 when we go to Game 3 tomorrow night. And yeah. And it does look like that is going to happen, at least at the moment. Of course, as I mentioned, the Mets winning 3-2 last night in Game 1. This will go close to second base. Almost goes into center field, but is thrown to first for out number 1. Manny Machado now batting for the Padres, but not for long. Thrown to first for out number 2. Eric Hosmer now at the plate for San Diego. 2 outs, none on. Here in the top of the fourth of 5. deGrom still on the mound for the Mets. Hosmer connects here. And easy. Stepping on the bag for out number 3. And we go now to the bottom of the fourth. The Mets still trying to get back into this. They need 1 to tie and 2 to win, as the Padres have a 1-0 lead here. And the Yankees, why did I say Yankees? Mets. If I said Yankees previously, my apologies, but the Mets with a 1-0 lead in the series here. And that means if they win here today, they move on to the next round. No Game 3. Davis trying to steal, and he will. Davis to second. And now, can Myers get under this? No, he can't. First and second here for the Mets. Throw to Nola and Pete Alonso, the winner of the home run derby, hoping to work his magic. Pham makes the catch at the warning track for out number 1. Almost had it there. And McNeil now at the plate for the Mets. There's strike 1. Connects, but this is an infield fly. Still drops as the pitcher collides with the catcher. Wait a minute. Throw to first, and I guess that's it. That was interesting. Maybe I'm a little bit confused on the rules of baseball. Whatever. And we go to the top of the 5th. Tommy Pham now batting for San Diego, leading off the top of the inning. One more chance for New York coming up after this. to keep it from going to Game 3. Swing and a miss, strike 2 there for Pham. And he's gone. There's out number 1. Will Myers now batting for San Diego. Connects, and this will not bounce. It will be caught by number 2 for the second out of the top of the 5th. Jake Cronenworth now batting for the Padres. Is it going to go foul or will it be caught? It goes foul. Strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Connects. And it will not get into the outfield. Throw to first for the out. And now the last chance for the Mets here in Game 2 to keep it from going to Game 3. Jimenez, Nido, and DeGrom coming up here. 7, 8, and 9 in the batting order for the Mets. Jimenez will lead off the inning. 101-mile-per-hour fastball from LeMay. Swings and misses, but now he will send this into right field, and he will get all the way to second. Double to start things off. Nido now batting as the Mets look for a walk-off. Connects here. Tatis Jr. to second. And the throw to first gets 1 out. Double play attempt failed. And substitute pitcher coming in now. Pomeranz. The closer here in Game 2. Will Myers, however, does get under it. But now a runner at... Okay then, I don't know why you would do that. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I got a little bit confused. And just like that, it's 1-1 for the Mets. Or 1-1 tied up here between the Padres and the Mets. And it looks like we're going to extras. My honest mistake there, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, I am playing as San Diego. I didn't notice. Alright, so we go to extra innings for, I believe, the first time in these playoffs. Top of the 6th coming up, Nola, Pomeranz, and Grisham to bat for the Padres, and there could still be a chance for the Mets here to stop it from going to Game 3. DeGrom still on the mound. The Padres have brought in a new pitcher, and a single to start things off here in the top of the 6th. Major League Baseball repealing the extra inning rule with the runner at second. And Drew Pomeranz now batting. The new pitcher brought in by the Padres swings twice, 0-2. And a high one gets him again. Number 15 goes down. Trent Grisham now batting for San Diego. Connects, and he will send it all the way to the fence. 1 on second, 1 on third. Fernando Tatis Jr. now batting. Connects, and this will be thrown to first for the second out of the ball game. Manny Machado now batting. And he's going for a sacrifice bunt here. But what he failed to realize is that there were already 2 outs. Another inept play here from the Padres. Their game's starting to fall apart a little bit as extras begin. And in the bottom of the 6th, leading off for the Mets, it's Michael Conforto. Of course, a walk-off would end the game here in extras, and it would propel the Mets to the next round of the playoffs. No Game 3 tomorrow. Tommy Pham gets under this for the first out, and Davis now batting for New York. This is going to bounce. Pham cannot get to that, and a runner on first now for the Mets. And Davis trying to steal, as he do. Cronenworth to second, to first. 2 outs. Pete Alonso now batting for the Mets, and Davis refusing to steal after that close call earlier. But this will bounce. Tommy Pham throws to second. Runners on first and second. Now for the Mets. 2 on, 2 out. McNeil at the plate in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. 0-2 pitch. He swings and misses, leaves 2 stranded. And we go to the top of the 7th. The game wearing on here as we attempt to determine a winner in extras. And I believe it's going to be Hosmer leading off here for San Diego. Indeed it will be. And he sends this one into center. Runner on first for the Padres. Pham now batting. Connects. And this will go to the ground. Runners on first and second. And now a stealing attempt. Caught. But they have successfully stolen second and third, but it doesn't work that way, ladies and gentlemen. And in another weird play, the inning ends and the Mets will bat again. Alright. Jimenez leading things off in this inning for New York. Craig Stammen now coming in for the Padres. They bring in their third pitcher of the day. I believe Jacob deGrom is still on the mound for the Mets, however. 0-2 pitch here to Jimenez. Hits it foul. Number 60 stays alive. At the very least for one more pitch, which he will send high and far. Grisham trying to get under it. He can't. Well, not that far, but you get the idea. Throw to first, but as anyone could see, he was already there. Nito now at the plate for the Mets. 1 on, none out here in the bottom of the 7th. As we move into extras here, Tatis Jr. to second, and that'll get 2 on. With none out here for the Mets. Jacob deGrom, the pitcher, now at the plate. 0-2. Connects. Machado steps on the bag, but he is safe, and the bases are now loaded for the Mets. Nemo. Possibly the hero, doesn't look like it. Hosmer will get under this, but nonetheless, throws to home, you never know. But the Mets are smarter than that. Base is still loaded. Conforto trying to be the hero. Machado to save the series. Safe! And the Mets win! And in one play, the Padres are eliminated. Mets win the wild card series 2-0. The season of the Padres is over. The final score here from Citi Field. Mets 2, Padres 1. There will be no Game 3 tomorrow. And that is all here from Citi Field. College football coming up later, but I believe before that we've got one more baseball game and then a couple of games tonight. But from Citi Field, thank you for watching. 2-1 Mets. They move on to the divisional series.